Picture this. You're in the kitchen ready to store your groceries, but wait, what if some of those items shouldn't even see the inside of your fridge? Yes, you heard that right. Some foods actually lose their flavor, texture, or nutritional value when chilled. Curious yet? Imagine biting into a tomato that's lost its juicy sweetness, or reaching for a banana that's turned mushy and unappetizing. It's astonishing how the refrigerator can sabotage our favorite foods. But why does this happen? What's the science behind it? As we dive deeper, you'll uncover the surprising truth about how certain foods thrive at room temperature, preserving their taste and benefits. Can you guess which common staples are on the list? And here's a thought. What if keeping these items out of the fridge could enhance your meals and even boost your health? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video you'll not only know which foods to store away from the cold, but you'll also be armed with tips to keep your kitchen stocked for optimal flavor and nutrition. So, let's unravel the mystery behind these 10 foods that thrive outside the fridge. Before we start, I want to make a special invitation to you. If you like content about health and well-being, subscribe to the Mas Salud channel. This way you won't miss any of the videos we've lovingly prepared for you. Loss of flavor and texture. When it comes to storing certain foods, the refrigerator might not always be the best option. Take tomatoes and avocados for example. These vibrant fruits have specific textures and flavors that are best enjoyed at room temperature. When chilled, tomatoes can become mealy and bland, losing that juicy burst of flavor that makes them so appealing in salads or on sandwiches. Similarly, avocados can turn mushy and lose their creamy consistency when exposed to cold temperatures. This change in texture and taste can significantly affect your culinary experience, making it essential to consider how refrigeration impacts these beloved ingredients. Moreover, the loss of flavor and texture goes beyond just personal preference. It can influence how you prepare and present your meals. When tomatoes lack their natural sweetness or avocados lose their richness, the overall dish may fall flat. This is particularly important for home cooks and professional chefs alike, who rely on the integrity of ingredients to create balanced and delicious recipes. By understanding which foods thrive outside the fridge, you can elevate your cooking and ensure that each dish is bursting with flavor. Additionally, the aesthetics of a meal can be compromised when ingredients are stored inappropriately. A beautiful salad with vibrant tomatoes may not look as appealing when the tomatoes have become dull and mushy. The visual appeal of food plays a significant role in our enjoyment of it, and when the quality of ingredients diminishes, it can lead to a less satisfying dining experience. Therefore, being mindful of how specific foods react to refrigeration is crucial for both taste and presentation. Interestingly, the science behind flavor and texture is quite fascinating. Many fruits and vegetables contain volatile compounds responsible for their aromas and tastes. When exposed to cold temperatures, these compounds can break down or diminish, leading to a less flavorful product. It's a reminder of how delicate and intricate the world of food can be, and how important it is to treat ingredients with care to preserve their unique qualities. In conclusion, the loss of flavor and texture in refrigerated foods highlights the importance of proper storage methods. By opting for room temperature storage for items like tomatoes and avocados, you can ensure that your meals are not only flavorful but also visually appealing. Understanding the impact of temperature on food quality can lead to more enjoyable culinary experiences and better overall meals. Nutritional changes. The nutritional value of our food is a key factor in maintaining a healthy diet, and refrigeration can play a surprising role in this aspect. For instance, bananas are often stored in the fridge thinking it will prolong their life. However, this practice can lead to a decrease in potassium and other beneficial nutrients. The cold environment disrupts the natural ripening process, which is vital for maximizing the nutritional content of the fruit. This is a crucial point to consider, especially for those who rely on bananas as a quick and nutritious snack. Furthermore, the potential loss of vitamins and minerals is not limited to bananas alone. Various fruits and vegetables can experience similar changes when chilled. For example, certain leafy greens may lose their vitamins such as vitamin C, when exposed to cold temperatures for extended periods. This nutrient loss can diminish the health benefits we seek from consuming fresh produce, making it essential to be mindful of how we store our food. In addition to vitamins, the bioavailability of nutrients can also be affected by refrigeration. Some nutrients are more readily absorbed by our bodies when the food is at its peak ripeness. By refrigerating items prematurely, we may not only lose nutrients but also hinder our ability to absorb what remains. This underscores the importance of understanding the optimal conditions for food storage to maintain both quality and nutrition. Moreover, the impact of refrigeration on nutritional changes can have broader implications for public health. As people become more health conscious, the way we store and prepare our food can directly influence our dietary choices. If we're not aware of how certain storage methods affect nutrient retention, we might inadvertently make choices that don't align with our health goals. This knowledge can empower individuals to make informed decisions in their kitchens. Ultimately, being aware of the nutritional changes that can occur due to refrigeration can help us maximize the health benefits of the foods we consume. By opting to store certain fruits and vegetables at room temperature, we can preserve their nutritional integrity and enjoy a healthier, more vibrant diet. Understanding these nuances not only enhances our meals but also supports our overall well-being. Development of mold and bacteria. When it comes to food storage, not all items belong in the refrigerator. Take onions and potatoes for example. These staple ingredients can actually thrive in a cool, dark environment rather than the cold confines of a fridge. When stored in the refrigerator, the humidity levels can create a perfect breeding ground for mold and bacteria. This is because the cold and moist conditions can encourage spoilage, leading to a quicker deterioration of these items. Furthermore, the presence of moisture can cause onions to become soggy and soft, which diminishes their crispness and flavor. When you reach for an onion for your favorite recipe, the last thing you want is a mushy texture. Instead, it's best to keep them in a well-ventilated area, like a pantry or a mesh bag, to maintain their freshness and prevent any unwanted mold growth. Potatoes, similarly, can develop a green tint and sprout if left in the fridge. This greening indicates the production of solanine, a natural toxin that can make potatoes unsafe to eat. By allowing them to sit at room temperature, you help to preserve their quality and ensure they remain safe and delicious to add to your meals. The key takeaway here is that certain foods can thrive better outside the refrigerator. By understanding which items are prone to mold and bacteria when stored in cold, damp conditions, you can make smarter choices to prolong their shelf life. Remember, a little knowledge about proper storage can go a long way in keeping your kitchen ingredients fresh and safe. If you've arrived here, that's because you're enjoying it, right? Then approve and subscribe to the Mas Salud channel and activate the bell. This way you will be the first to receive our content full of advice for a healthier life. Lastly, always check your produce regularly. If you notice any signs of mold or spoilage, it's best to remove those items promptly to prevent any cross-contamination with other foods. Keeping your pantry organized and regularly inspecting your stored items will help you maintain a healthier kitchen environment. Interference with ripening. Ripening is a fascinating process that is crucial for many fruits such as peaches and mangoes. These fruits need to be stored at room temperature to reach their peak flavor and texture. When placed in the refrigerator, this natural ripening process can be interrupted, leading to a less enjoyable eating experience. The cold environment slows down the production of ethylene gas, which is essential for the ripening of many fruits. For instance, a peach that is picked while still firm can develop its sweetness and juiciness when left at room temperature. However, if you put that same peach in the fridge, it may remain hard and lack the delightful flavor you expect. This can be disappointing when you're looking forward to a perfectly ripe fruit. Mangoes, too, are sensitive to temperature changes. If they are refrigerated before they have fully ripened, they may never develop their characteristic sweetness. Instead, you might end up with a bland and unappetizing fruit. By allowing these fruits to ripen on the counter, you ensure that they reach their full potential. It's important to recognize that some fruits can be ethylene producers, while others are sensitive to it. Keeping them together in the fridge can lead to uneven ripening. For example, placing avocados next to bananas can speed up the ripening process for the avocados, but if you're not ready to eat them, it can lead to over-ripening. In summary, understanding the ripening process of fruits can enhance your culinary experience. By storing peaches and mangoes at room temperature, you allow them to develop their best flavors, leading to more enjoyable meals and snacks. So, next time you buy these fruits, remember to give them the space they need to ripen properly. Evaporation of aromas. When it comes to storing certain foods, the refrigerator can often be a double-edged sword. One of the most significant downsides is the evaporation of aromas. Fresh herbs like basil, cilantro, and parsley are particularly sensitive. When placed in the cold confines of the fridge, these herbs can lose their essential oils, which are responsible for their vibrant flavors. This means that when you go to use them in your cooking, the once fragrant aromas are noticeably diminished, leading to a less flavorful dish. Garlic is another prime example of an ingredient that suffers in refrigeration. While it may seem practical to store garlic in the fridge to prolong its shelf life, the cold temperatures can cause it to sprout and lose its pungent kick. The distinctive smell that makes garlic a staple in many cuisines is closely tied to its oils. When these oils evaporate due to the cold, you may find that your favorite recipes lack that robust flavor you desire. Moreover, the loss of aroma isn't just a minor inconvenience. It can significantly alter the overall taste profile of a dish. For instance, imagine preparing a classic pesto sauce. If your fresh basil has lost its aromatic qualities due to refrigeration, the result will be far from the vibrant dish you had in mind. Instead of a punchy aromatic sauce, you might end up with something bland and uninspiring, which is a disappointment for any home chef. Even spices, which are often thought to have a long shelf life, can be affected by refrigeration. While they don't spoil in the same way as fresh ingredients, their potency can wane when exposed to cold temperatures. The essential oils and spices that contribute to their unique flavors can evaporate, leading to a lackluster culinary experience. This is why it's often recommended to store spices in a cool, dark place instead of the refrigerator. In summary, the refrigeration process can strip away the essential oils and aromas from foods like garlic and fresh herbs, leading to a less flavorful cooking experience. To preserve these delightful qualities, consider storing them at room temperature or in a more suitable environment that allows them to retain their aromatic and flavorful essence. Your taste buds will undoubtedly thank you for it. As we wrap up our exploration of the 10 foods you should never refrigerate, let's take a moment to reflect on how these simple changes can transform your kitchen experience. Imagine biting into the perfect avocado, its creamy texture preserved, or enjoying a tomato bursting with flavor, all thanks to the right storage methods. Now think about your own kitchen. How many of these foods have you been storing incorrectly? What other items might be hiding in your fridge that would thrive outside of it? Keeping your food fresh not only enhances your meals but also reduces waste and saves you money. So what's the next step? Challenge yourself. Try storing one of these foods outside the fridge this week and observe the difference in taste and texture. And remember, sharing is caring. Have you learned something new today? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. What other food storage tips do you have? Let's keep this conversation going. Stay curious, keep experimenting, and never stop learning about the food you eat. Your kitchen is your canvas. Let's make it a masterpiece,